Welcome back, comrades. This is MF Kraven, and you're watching Less Than 10 Minute Reviews, the YouTube series where I take a look at games I think seem cool and give my thoughts on them in less than 10 minutes. Today, I take a look at Voltaire, the Vegan Vampire. Voltaire, the Vegan Vampire is a light farming sim with a tower defense mechanism. You are Voltaire, Dracula's youngest, at a family dinner. And like every family dinner, there has to be an issue. The one at hand, well, Voltaire is done with cruelty. Decides to go vegan. Naturally, the King of Darkness doesn't take kindly to this extreme, life-altering change, so he banishes Voltaire from the castle. In the midst of running away, he knocks over some candelabras and sets his father's castle ablaze. Now seeking shelter, your uncles Frankenstein help you find your first little cabin in the middle of nowhere. But with vengeance in mind, Dracula sends creatures of the night to make you regret ever wanting to not harm a single soul. So now it all seems a little intense, but you're seeing the current art style, and that makes such an intense skirmish seem so cutesy. But will it be enough to make you want to pick up more humane habits, or is Daddy right to get angry? Well, let's find out. Graphics, sound, and art style. Bringing an almost adorable Tim Burton-esque aesthetic, it's safe to say that this game just has the it factor. Riding on the resurgence of emo, Voltaire and the world remind me of the merch that an emo or a scene kid would wear back in the mid-2000s, and I welcome it. The sounds are also very delightfully wonderful. Gameplay. With the story set up, you play as Voltaire, and it could also be played as co-op, just putting that out there. Clearing the fields and planting seeds to fulfill your hunger. Well, you have a hunger bar of sorts that when it goes to 100, you pass out of exhaustion. So eating the many fruits and veggies you cultivate or forage is essential. There's a very important resource called soul stones, and those stones are used to improve your stats such as movement speed or EXP gained, but can also be used to buy outfits to wear. At your alchemy table, to make seeds for plants or a defense barrier for a plot of crops. Now, why would you need a defense barrier? Well, that's the second aspect of this game. It's a bit of a tower defense. Your father, Dracula, has trapped the souls of critters of the forest and will attack your home/crops at night. You can lay traps that are sigils or conjurations. At first, they just stun, but as you level up, they can become far more dangerous. You have a dash, melee attack, and spell. As you level up, you can cater to your likes. For example, there is a level upgrade where your melee attacks turn into projectile, or your melee attack hits for 3 attacks instead of 1. Or every time you dash, you release a projectile attack. The spell is an AoE attack that pairs well with the traps. And every 7 days, you will encounter a boss. And when defeating the boss, you can either stay in your current biome or pay 5 soul stones to go to a different biome. By the way, did I mention there is couch co-op? Price, $14.99 USD. How many hours estimated? I'm about 7 hours into my gameplay, and it's still early access, but I'm just having so much damn fun with it. Can easily see myself sinking close to 40 hours, as it does have 3 save slots. Final thoughts. See, at the beginning of the game, this message is displayed, and I think it's beautiful. The devs are showing us that they care about the game, and they care about the player, and with the few weeks that it's been out, there have been significant gameplay changes, and I love it. I love it for it, and I'm going to 100% recommend it to you, even in early access. If this is what you want to hear, go get, buy it. If you're on the fence, buy it. But I'm going to give my final thoughts now. Voltaire's not even done in the kitchen, but gives so much more of a complete experience that most games don't nowadays. It's insane to me that it's still in early access. It's charming, it's quirky, your uncles Frankenstein are great, and I do wish there was voice acting, but for the entry price, I can forgive it. The Vegipedia is awesome. It gives you just what you like to know about the crops, plus the baddies of the game, and even shows you the stats of bosses that you've actually completed. The gameplay loop is nice, and I kind of don't want to finish it just yet. I just want to dive into the same biomes for 2 weeks at a time, because you see every 7 days, like I said, you get to jump into another biome, You know, and it's difficult at first, but as soon as you know what you're doing, you won't be defeated. I like the losing mechanic too, as you can start your day over and re-enter your upgrades you've had for your character in a certain if a certain strategy isn't working for you. However, the caveat of that is if you lose, you do lose a percentage of your inventory when doing that. I'm having a blast, and as aforementioned, it's a couch co-op game, so my partner and myself have been messing around with it, and we love it. However, that message at the beginning of the game just kind of spoke to me, and if the devs are watching this, if the devs are listening, I have a couple of things on my wish list to see if you guys would add it to Voltaire. That'd be great. If you don't, whatever, but I just want to throw some ideas out there for you guys. I'd like to see the ability to drop or trade items when in co-op, or have like a shared chest next to or inside the house, because sometimes when playing, one of us had to focus on clearing and planting while the other just watered because one had significantly more health. Uprooting plants, that's another one for me. I can't tell you how many times I planted the wrong crop because I'm aging and my deteriorating eyesight is, deteriorating. And yeah, my text is also set to the biggest setting, so healing plants. While this one isn't a huge deal, I just like my vine maw that was with me since day one to live a prosperous 7 to 14 days. Seeing the XP bar numbers, yeah, my compost is now 15 XP per seed, but how much is left to get to the next level? Changing the skill tree not just in death, but perhaps in a ritual? For example, offer some soul stones and take 99 HP damage or something like that. I'd love to see an endless mode. Need I say more? Just endless, like non-stop. I can crop, I can go to any biome, whatever. Easy mode / relax mode. One where the enemies at night just don't come at you as hard or don't come at all. For the more casual gamer that just wants a cozy little experience with that cutesy art style. I'd love to see more customization. The outfits are cute, but could I make Voltaire brown? Maybe even give him a little beard or something? Not super important to me, admittedly. It would be nice. The ability to open a portal and go to any biome you want to go to. The ability to make more food for Cthulhu. But as of March 10, 2023, the update is now possible. I'm just realizing right now, but I didn't even mention Cthulhu, which is actually one of my favorite gameplay mechanics of this game. You play a little mini game when you feed Cthulhu, the river monster, the lake monster, whatever you want to say it, and in exchange, Cthulhu will send out food, veggies, seeds, rock, wood, whatever. I love it. And the last thing on my wish list would be to have just more achievements. I'd love to see way more achievements. This game is so fulfilling already. And that about does it for my list. But if you're still watching this, thank you for watching. If you liked the video, like it. If you disliked it, dislike it. Comment down below. What would you want to put in this game? Are you playing this game? I love it. And I hope to see you guys in the next video. Signing off, this has been MF Kraven.